Right, so next video. I can't believe they asked for 10 minutes. Oh. But, right, I'm now going to give a definition of autism. So this is the science bit. Okay, right, autism. I'm going to read my notes here. Thanks, ChatGPT. You know, Alex, yeah. So I'm going to read this. So it's basically a lifelong neurodevelopmental condition that affects how a person experiences the world, processes information, and interacts with others. And yeah. This is the thing. It's like it's almost like now I just can't believe I didn't think. I mean, yeah. Anyway, it's a kind of the eureka thing. It's like, how have I got through life so far? I mean, you know, put it this way, I'm well over 21. I know it's hard to believe, but, you know, I actually am. I've got so far through life. How did I not even think I might have autism? There have been lots and lots of signs. I'm just like, nah. But anyway, right, continue, Mary. So it's a spectrum. So this is the kind of the new thing. What I have used to be called Asperger's syndrome, which I'm really pleased it's not called that now because Nazi. Did I say that in the last video? I might have done. I can't remember. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. But it's, you know, it's great that that term is gone. High functioning was another one. It's kind of more colloquial expression of what I have. Now it's really, I think the lengthy version is level 1. Autistic spectrum disorder. That's what I have, and that's what I've got to live with for the rest of my life, and that's what I have been living with. So it affects people in different ways to different degrees. Yeah, no two autistic people are exactly the same, as in the same way that no two people are exactly the same, which makes us live in a multicoloured world. Some more than others. Again, more on that later. So it can influence communication and social interaction. Oh yeah, big time. I just thought I was just shy. I had social phobia. Well, yeah, I mean that's part of it, but I didn't know why I was so shy. Sensory experiences. For example, you might be extra sensitive to certain sounds, lights, and textures. Colours. That's one of my things. I like extremes. This is a thing, and again, apparently this is another thing, another neurodivergent thing. I just love extremes. So I'm very brightly clothed today. I love this, you know, I don't care, I clash, whatever. And in fact, I have friends, and I think they're going to be, once they see this, some people are going to be like, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't realise. They've basically, I've always laughed at this because I think it's absolutely hilarious. When they said about my outfit and whatever, oh, Mary, you're looking very special today. And it's like, yeah, okay, fine. And now they're going to think, oh my God, I didn't realise you were actually special. Because that's what people were called years ago, isn't it? It's not very PC. It's like, oh, you're quite, you know, oh, they're a bit special. But everyone's special, aren't they? So where was I? So repetitive behaviours and strong preferences of routine. Not so, I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's there, but it's not something like, oh, I've got to do, you know, I've got to do this a certain number of times, or, you know, it's like just playing the same song over and over again, and, you know, that I like a bit more variety. So, you know, it's there, but I mean, the routine thing, yeah. I do like change sometimes, but only when I've got the confidence in myself to appreciate and cope with that change. Sometimes it is kind of I just love my routines. You know, it's like at the moment. Is this a good example? I don't know really, but I go through kind of, at the moment I binge watch DVDs. You know, I can't just go from one DVD to another. It has to be in a certain order. And it's like sometimes I've been out, and I've been on my way home, and it's like, oh my God, I get to see the next instalment. And it's not so much actually watching it, it's more kind of, I get a bit further through. And so I can put that back on the shelf and get on the next one. It's the same with reading. Every time I read a book, it's like I have to work out like what percentage I am through the book, how many pages I got left, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's what I've always done. Yeah, so okay, so and a focus on specific interests or passions. Trains. Yeah, that's the usual thing, isn't it? You always think of these little boys and their obsessions with trains, and maybe it's a boy thing. I don't know. I do like trains, I like steam trains and whatever, but it was more buses with me. Actually, oh my god! When I was in London, I had this real obsession. People will know this. I knew every route in my area. I was trying to get to know all the routes. I had the knowledge, and I knew. It's like people would say, "It's like, oh yeah, the such and such." Service, and I said, "Oh no, you mean the other service, whatever." But yeah, I knew all the bus routes and whatever. So that was kind of, and I have a book somewhere actually. It's like it was actually written in 1974, and it was all about buses. So buses, yeah, maybe buses more than trains with me. But anyway, just to let you know, autism is not a mental illness. It can cause mental illness. Of course it can. I was misdiagnosed so many times with depression. I mean, I did have depression, but I didn't realise it was the effect of autism and not being able to get on. Yeah. It's not an intellectual disability. In fact, most autistic people have above average intelligence. I know I do have way above average intelligence. As I said, that's a statement. It's not me to say, no, look at me, I'm so intelligent. I'm more intelligent than you. I'm probably, I don't know. You're all intelligent. So, we've all got different levels of intelligence. My general intelligence and in certain areas are going to be very high. But yeah, so the challenges come from trying to function in a world not designed for our way of thinking or feeling. That's all it is, really. It's not. It's because most people aren't like us and don't think like us. The world is designed. It's always designed for the majority, isn't it? So, the system, it doesn't work that well for me. It's like, I mean, going back to like the levels, there are 3 levels of autism. I'm in the very bottom one because I can function. I don't need a carer. I can get myself out the door. I have to really think about getting outside the door, what I have to do to get myself out the door sometimes. It's like, right, okay, I put lists together just to get myself out the door. I'm obsession with lists, spreadsheets. Oh my God, spreadsheets, bring them on. Why the hell did I not know? People send to me, oh my God, that's very autistic. And I'm like, well, clearly I'm not autistic, am I? Yeah, that would my impression last year.